Hei, hei. Velkommen. Hvor går det du? Jeg heter Linda Sin, and this is Learning Norwegian with Duolingo. Today we're gonna kind of continue learning about activities. I'm going to try and make that schedule I was talking about the other day. But in order to do that, we have to learn a couple different things. First, we have to go over days of the week, maybe some months if I have time, and then time, of course, and then we went over a bunch of like activities to use for examples, so we don't. That's another element of it, but we don't really need to dive too deep into that. There we go. Should start working. Here we go. Alright. So, my plan of action for today, these are the days of the week. Mondag, tirsdag, onsdag, torsdag, fredag, lørdag, søndag. I'm probably not pronouncing everything 100% correctly, but that's okay for now. Days of the week, and yeah. And I'm just going to try to think of examples of things I did every day. And it doesn't have to be perfectly exact, but it's just a fun little thing to do. And I also realized one important part of all this, I had not really done anything with the past tense yet. It might have been in one of these lessons, but I do not remember at all. So, I'm gonna kind of go over that real quick. The first past tense lesson is like all the way down here. Oh. It's pretty simple. It's just a matter of changing the ending of a verb. Past tense, simple past at least. You use either te or et, and it probably depends on how the word is spelled, what's more comfortable to say. For example, o spisa to eat, present is spisa, past is spista. 8. O snacka to talk, snakke, o snakke, snacket, spoke. And they're just like in English, there are some irregular words, vor and hada. Vor is to be, there is to be, hada had, overa, ad. Oh yeah, right. It was like almost unrecognizable. It gave me a whiplash. Okay. Ovara, ad, bar was. Oha, har, hada. I think I'm going to add the past tense to my list of verbs. That seems like it'll make the most sense. And one tricky word to watch out for, ose and osi. In the past tense, they're very similar. Oh, this is the past tense. This is the present tense, and even in the present tense, they're pretty similar. Jeg ser noe, jeg sier noe. I see something, I am saying something. Jeg så noe, I saw something, which kind of sounds like the word saw, but jeg sa noe, said something. It's a little trickier. Lots and lots of new vocab here. Ga, bint, bint is a good word to learn. Got received, spisa, kysset, kissed, brukta, troda, so. Yeah, all these words, I'll run through a lesson just to give some more examples.
Tok du med tingene mine?
Tok du med tingene mine? I know this word is definite plural. The
Tingene.
things? Tingene, the things, okay. My things. Tok du med tingene? Do you... Something with my things. Did you...
Tok.
Did you bring... Did you bring my things? Tok du med tingene? So, I think took. Yeah, that's the word for took, it says down here. But if you combined it with med, which is like with, it can be a preposition for with. Took with, bring, I guess, is my understanding of it. I saw a mouse in the barn. Jeg ser en mus. I saw. I think I said the word for said. Jeg saw en mus i whatever the word for barn is.
Jeg så en mus
på låven. That's when you bring the cats out to get those mice. Han så henne i dag. He saw her today. Or she saw her today. Hun så henne i dag. Took 7 years. Took is in the past tense. That took. There's where we use took as without the med, it just means took or took. They're so similar and yet slightly different pronunciations. I can't. That took. It took. Sju. År. Okay, and years is or. That's a good note. I'm going to put that down in my time category. Or. So, something is something years old, something is 7 years old. Det är 7 år gammal. I'll put that down to or another one. År gammal. Years old. I just put any number or time. If something is very, very young, put a number in front of it.
Hun tok min plass.
Hun took min plass. She took my place. Little spicy there, duo. Someone took my place. Hun took my place. What you say, to your husband when he gets a new dog or something, and all this time goes to the dog instead of the wife, and she's just like, what took my place? I don't know. I'm not married, if you can't tell. What did you and the king talk about? King. Hva snakket?
Hva snakket?
Snakket du og kongen?
Du og kongen.
Kongen. So, I don't really watch King Kong at all. I'm not a fan of those kind of monster movies. But that's one way to remember it. King in Norwegian is Kong. So, I don't know. Hva snakker du om kongen? That's it?
Om.
Oh, well. Hva snakket du om kongen om? What said you and the king over or about?
Hun tok på seg for mye ansvar.
Hun tok på seg for mye ansvar. She took from me my answer? No, it's not answer. She took
På
she
seg
okay, she took on too much
ansvar.
responsibility. Okay. Hun took på seg for mye ansvar. This lesson is kind of way far down, so a lot of this vocabulary I haven't really learned yet. But it's still easy enough. Hun took på seg for mye ansvar. She took on too much responsibility. That's an important phrase.
Tok
Took på seg for mye. I think for mye, that's too much. And,
mye.
yeah. A little different than the English. A lot to remember there, but how do you think he knew where you were? Okay, a lot of nouns, a lot of pronouns in this. How do you think he knew where you were? Hvordan?
Hvordan?
Hvordan? Think is visste? Tror du?
Tror.
Tror? Hvordan tror du?
Du.
How do you think? Tror du? Han. What's new? Visste. So, know, to know in the present tense is vet, so pretty different. But it still starts with a V, if that helps.
Han.
Han tror du han. Hvordan tror du han visste?
Visste.
Hvor?
Hvor.
Du. Hvor?
Var.
Var? Ja. Hvordan tror du han visste hvor du har? Let's break down the sentence, going back to the sentence structure real quick. How do you... I think you is the object. And think is the verb. So what do you think? You think he knew where you were? So who knew where you were? You see? So I think he is the direct object of the sentence. I feel like that should be in a different form. I feel like it should be... Well, I'm probably wrong because I don't know. I don't think Duo would make this mistake. I would think it would be hum with an M instead of an N. But I guess not.
Jeg vet ikke hva jeg så.
Jeg vet ikke hva jeg sa. I know what I saw. What I saw. Jeg vet ikke... Oh, no, I don't know what I do not know what I saw. Jeg vet ikke hva jeg så.
Jeg vet ikke hva jeg så.
He loved Big Brother. Oh, I was like, at first I was like, oh, he loves his big brother. But no, I think it means Big Brother, the show. Storebror. Storebror. Bror. Storebror. There we go. Han elsket.
Han elsket.
Elsket, because it's past. He loved Big Brother, but not anymore, I guess. Han elsket storebror.
Storebror.
Snakket jeg i søvne.
Snakket jeg
Snakket jeg
i søvne?
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 Snakket jeg i søvne?
Snakket jeg i søvne? Talked in my sleep? Did I talk in my sleep? Memories are the diary we all carry with us. Wow, okay. Okay, duo. Getting really deep there. Woo. Memories.
Minner
Minne.
er
Diary. Dagboken. That is a
dagboken.
pretty easy guess. A daybook. The daybook. Minner av dagboken. Vi alle
Vi alle
tok med
oss
bare. Okay. Alle bare
bærer med oss.
Okay. Bare. They all carry with us. Okay.
Vi elsket hverandre, men det var ikke
I
nok.
probably could have used took if there was an option to add a med at the end of the sentence, but there wasn't. So it would not have been correct.
Vi elsket hverandre, men det var ikke nok.
That's a lot. Okay. Vi elsket
Vi elsket hverandre, men det var ikke nok.
hverandre. Whoever.
Hverandre. Vi elsket hverandre, men det var ikke nok. Men
det
var
ikke
nok. Vi elsket hverandre, men det var ikke nok.
Okay. We love whoever men or not. We loved each other, but that wasn't enough. Okay. Oh, there's only one N, so that doesn't mean men. We loved each other. Men, det var ikke nok. So in this case, I think men is the piece that combines the sentences. The but, I thought but was something else. Or I might be confusing that with and. No. So yeah, we loved each other, but it was never enough.
Beklager, men han visste for mye.
Beklager, men han visste for mye. Okay. Beklager, men han visste for mye. I'm sorry, but he knew too much. Did you kill somebody, Duo? Did he know too much Norwegian? And so you killed him? I'm sorry, but he knew too much. I want to write that down. Oh, I don't know which category to put it under though. Like, should I make a separate one for threats or men har visste for mye? Yeah, so men is but should put that. Was that preposition? Something. Yeah, well, not really a preposition. People. I guess I'll put it in people. Since people is who you threaten. I'll just make a miscellaneous category. Oh, that is an amazing sentence. Beklager, men jeg visste for mye. No, not bold, not underline. Beklager, men. The only thing that separates men from but is one N. Beklager, men Visste for Maya. So for Maya, too much. Visna, he knew. Men han. No, not han. He. Sorry, but he knew too much. Han visste for Maya.
Jeg elsket deg.
Jeg elsket deg. I can almost imagine that creepy. Imagine that creepy puppet doll that was in the color learning episode. A little high pitched voice. How they be like, it's not for me. It's not for me. That makes it even creepier when I know what they're saying.
Jeg elsket deg.
Jeg elsket deg.
Jeg elsket deg.
I loved you. Okay, so die. You die is at the end of sentence after the verb. Okay, the subject is I. What did I do? I loved. Who did I love? I loved you. So, you is the indirect object. Maybe other sentence where I was confused. Maybe that wasn't an indirect. Maybe it was a direct object. On was a direct object. Learning.
Hvor mye minne trenger en datamaskin?
Hvor mye trenger en datamaskin, computer? How much minne trenger? Hvor mye minne trenger en datamaskin? How much memory does a computer need? Okay. Very, like, ooh, very high tech, but that's not really that high tech. It's pretty simple question. I just suck at computer stuff. Hvor mye minne trenger en datamaskin?
Snakket du med vikingen?
Snakket du med vikingen?
Vikingen.
Did you talk to the Viking? Did you talk with the Viking? Okay.
De visste ikke at de spiste hestekjøtt.
Just go to. Oh, that's one way to get beat up in Norway. Just go to Norway. Hey, do you speak Viking? Oh God, where's everyone's horned helmets? De visste ikke at de spiser hestekjøtt. Horse meat. What?
Hestekjøtt.
Horse meat. Okay. They visste ikke. They don't.
Visste.
No. Right. Vet visste. They don't know at that they ate horse meat. Oh no. Oh no. Wow, this beef is really good. Yeah, beef, that's what it is. The kind that neighs. I know there are some cultures that eat horse meat. I think in the US, well, I don't know if it's not common anymore, if they use overseas places, but horse meat is used in pet food. But other places, I always imagine it. I don't know exactly where some people eat horse meat, but we used to in America in like the 1800s, probably other places, horse meat was really common. And thanks to the wildlife, the wild horses and the Wild and Free Roaming Horses and Burro Act, it's no longer allowed to, well, without strict circumstances, it's no longer allowed to harvest wild horses for meat. they're not really wild. They are feral. They're descended from domesticated animals. They didn't evolve in the modern day Western, but oh my gosh, don't get me started on the wild horses. But anyway, eating horse meat is not common in the US at all. I don't think it's common in Canada or Mexico either. De visste ikke at et spise hestenkjøtt. De. Okay. That was a long time there, dude. Okay. They did not know they were eating horse meat.
Han elsket storebror.
Han elsket, he loves Big Brother.
Han
he loved Big Brother.
Elsket storebror.
Great work. Let's make this a bit harder. Oh no. Memories are... I forgot. Well, most of these words. Hang on. Minne er dagbok. Dagboken? I think, yeah, dagboken. Er dagboken vi alle bærer med oss. Oh my god. Holy cow. I cannot believe I got 100% on that. Like, wow. I was not expecting that to happen. 93, I just need 7 more perfect streaks. And I'll get, I don't know. Oh. Roshut. Oh, Tuck, firefighter. I don't know why I said that like that. Firefighter. I practice my languages and I pick up weird accents that don't have anything to do with the languages. Okay, so where was the thing? So we know past, a little bit past. Days of the week, pretty easy. They're very similar to days of the week in English because English basically borrowed most of them. Maybe changed a few, like onsdag. I'm probably not spelling all these right. Yeah. Thank you, Google. No. It's like, I'll help you correct this, but this is wrong because you need to write this in English, but no. It's Mondog, not Monday. Yeah. Oh, with an A? That's why it keeps wanting to correct it. Okay. There we go. Duck. Susan Duck. So yeah, days a week, pretty simpler. Mondog, Tirsdag, Onsdag, Torsdag, Fredag, Lursdag, Sundag. I think I know most of the Norse gods. I know Onsdag, that's Odin's day. Torsdag is Thor's day. Tyr's day. Tyr is actually one of my favorite Norse gods. He's not really talked about a lot, but he's pretty cool. I like him. He's pretty unproblematic, I guess. Freitag, either Fry or Freya's day. I don't know, Lursdag, Sondag, Sunday. It just means Sunday, but, don't remember which god that could be Lursdag either. Yeah. So I know, what, 4 out of 7? 4-ish out of 7? So, days of the week and time. I put together a little document on time. Just like in Germany, Norwegians will use both a 12-hour time and 24-hour, but it switches depending on which is easiest. I guess, I think Germans use military time more often. I could be wrong, but based on what I've seen in Germany and what I've read so far about Norway. So, couple ways to ask time, try to find out the time. Hva er klokka? What is the time? It literally means what is the clock? Or what is clock? Yeah, what is the clock? Hvor mye klokka, what time is it? That's also another way. How much time is it? But they both mean the same thing. They're basically interchangeable. They're both pretty polite. You can ask this to strangers or friends. And if you want to be super polite, you can add unnskyld, vet du, excuse me, do you know, whatever. So, unnskyld, vet du, hva er klokka? Excuse me, do you know what the time is? And the responses are klokka er to, tre, the hour, one. If you don't know military time and someone says, klokka er 14, that could be a little confusing, and then you have to think, my American brain has to be like, okay, 14, so that's 12 plus 2, so it's 2 o'clock. I have to do the little math converting in my head. And then, just like in English, we have half, a little bit like English, 2:30, quarter till 5. Little difference. It means 3:30. Fira is 4. So it literally means 3:30, but we would say 3:30. Here you can use 3:30, which could be a little tricky. I also saw you could use, I didn't write it down, but there's a website here I found that's covers telling time pretty extensively. But, I don't know, it's pretty straightforward. Hell is hour, because the hours are hell. Ah, that was horrible, I'm sorry. Then our hell, it is 1 hour. Then our hell, yep. Minutes, just minute with a T, drop the E. Seconds, just like the word second, but K is more commonly used in Norway, so just switch out that C for K. A little diagram to tell time. It's always been difficult for me to talk about time. Like, it took me a while to learn it in elementary school. Now I think about it, and now it's super easy for me because I'm like 21 years old, but it took longer than you'd think for me to learn it. I guess I'm kind of spoiled now that we have electronic clocks everywhere, but, growing up, you have to learn the big hand points to the minute and the small hand points to the hour, I guess. I always got confused about that part. Dager, kind of went over this. I dag, I morgen, I kveld, I natt, en uke, a week, en helg, a weekend, dager I uken on the days of the week, and the days of the week, they're nouns, but they're not capitalized, unless they're at the beginning of a sentence. The parts of a week, the week and the weekend, Monday through Friday, or Mondag, spelled that wrong again. Oh, and this one too. Wow. Mondag, Freitag, hverdager, weekdays, or translates to weekdays, lørdag, søndag, helgedager, weekend days. If you want to say something is on a day, på, and then the day, på mandag, på tirsdag. Oh, hi. Hi. Game smack. I can't pronounce anything, so never mind. So på dag, on Monday, on Tuesday. If you want to say something on the week, or on the weekend, it's not po, it's I helgen. En at the end of the word, the, so in or on the week. So, let's see. På dra på onsdag, we are leaving on Wednesday, and drar this sentence is, I think it's in the present, but since we're specifying a specific point in the future, we don't need to put anything, just like in English, we don't need to put anything in the past tense. Proven on free dog. The test is on Friday. I was like, I'm not in high school anymore, so I don't have to take tests, but then I remembered I'm in college. One useful thing to learn too. One useful phrase, år gammal, years old. Jeg er shooting an år gammal, shooting in. It should be proven article 3. Okay. Proven article. Huh. Interesting. Maybe I forgot to put that word, or maybe the blog post I read it from had a typo. Huh. There we go. No, wrong letter. And Serdai rather than sen. Sondai. Oh, right. That's my German kicking in. German is really similar to this. Most of these words are pretty similar. The day for German is Tag with a T. Auf Deutsch. Nein. No German here. What are you think? Okay. I have to take a little detour. That reminded me. I wonder if I should have a German stream too. I should probably just brush up. Yep. Mittwoch, Donnerstag, Freitag. So like 3 out of 4 are pretty, or 3 out of 4. 3 out of 7 words are pretty similar. This is yes, this is it. This was a video my German teacher showed us, and it's an ad for learning English. And it's in German, but part of the funny part's in English, so.
Das hier ist mein Sektor. Das hier ist das wichtigste Gerät des Küstenwächters. Das Gerät und das Gerät. Überlebensradar.
Mayday, mayday. Hello, can you hear us? Can you hear us? Can you... Over.
Yep, you got
We are
it.
sinking. We are sinking.
Hello? This is the German Coast Guard.
We are sinking. We're sinking.
What are you thinking about?
Oh my god. This is how we spent our days in German class. What are you thinking about? One day I might have to just have a stream dedicated to German. Although, I'm already mixing up a lot of my Norwegian and German, so maybe that's not a good idea, but I don't know. So, writing a schedule. Let's see, what are some things? These documents are all my notes. It's funny, I've written a lot. I did scan some of my notebook pages, but I haven't really looked back at that. And then sometimes I'll add pictures or links to websites that give even more information, but yeah, I kind of just threw all these together. I'll probably add a lot more. Try to organize my language learning and all the words I learned as best I can. Man, I wrote a lot. Doesn't feel like I've been doing this that long, but jeez. Yeah. So what are some things I've done? That's a good place to start. We go to activities, pull some vocab from there. It's not a lot. My life is really boring. I don't have a lot. I went to the movies. I could say I went to the movies on Mondag. Dog, not Tog. Yeah, I went, not go. I just wrote it down. I just wrote it down. Wrote it down somewhere. God damn it. Okay. Went to. Jeg gikk til. I commit a great sin. Every time I go into Google Translate, I can hear Mr. Keenitz, my German teacher. Google Translate is nicht so good. He didn't actually say that, but basically, movie theater. I know theater. Oh, it's the same as in German. Kino. German is ins Kino gehen. So, jeg gikk til. What is? If you add the to it, is it yen at the end? Kinoen. Yep. There you go. Jeg gikk til kinoen osai saw and sat and saw what words to be careful of. Saw is saw is said. The one difference with the super dot on top of it. So oh it's scary. Oh, so, and then we're talking about movie titles. You can just write them in English. You don't have to translate everything, especially if it's a American movie. A Quiet Place. Ah, I was about to delete. Did it take away my? I was about to delete my life. Let's not do that again. Quiet Place 2. Now, another step would be I really like the movie. Let's see. Movie? Is it? Film. Right, that's a cognate. Film was. Wait, no. And film. And film. Var? I feel like it's var, but I don't think. Ah, no. Delete. Var. I was right. Var was no. Var bra? Bra or feet. Yeah, Geek to Kyon sounds a bit weird. It should do Polkino. Okay. I have not learned Dro yet. That was probably why. Okay, so yeah, I drew. That's like. Ah! Oh. Even Google Translate doesn't know. This is why Google Translate isn't always the best resource to reach out to. Yeah, I drew till Kyon saw A Quiet Place 2. In film var bra? The film was good? Or like physically walked to the cinema, but you may not have entered or done anything. Oh, okay. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, because in English we don't really have specific words to specify stuff like that, but it's nice that other languages do, and you can be more specific about things. In America, we hardly know what's going on half the time. So, on Monday, I went to a theater, saw The Quiet Place. A Quiet Place 2. Oh, I could go a step further. Add time to it. At noon. Trust me, Polkino, not Silkino. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, my brain had a spasm. Polkino and also A Quiet Place 2. in film Barbara. Yeah. Yeah. On Tuesday. Oh yeah, I was gonna add time. Scatterbrain. På 7 klokker. A movie was gonna right. I've got this is kind of ironic. I keep pressing the wrong button. Kind of the ironic part about learning a language. The funnest part for me is the typos. Like recognizing the typos and then translating them and then like, oh, supposed to be indefinite. And I know it. My brain just shut off for a second. Oh, right. Indefinite. Yep. Okay. Have to play the little YouTube spinning circle. Yep. Little YouTube spinning circle while my brain is processing. Um. So, so yeah, I drew a Pokino of Saw a Quiet Place 2. To to or and the time doesn't really matter. At 2, I suppose that makes sense. It's fancy is more of a set place. Okay. Fancy. I live right by this really neat theater. They actually serve you food while you're sitting in the movie. Like there's waiters, you sit, every 2 chairs has like a table between it, and you can write they have a menu and they have pens and note cards, and you can write down an order. You could stick it up on the table, and waiter will come by. They kind of like duck as they're walking. They move really fast and they duck, so they're not blocking the screen that much. And they'll take your order, and then come back, and you can order a refill on soda or a bowl of popcorn. I like to go there. I like to order goat cheese pizza. It's really good, and yeah, it's just pretty fancy. It's expensive, like most movie theaters are, but it's kind of worth it. Let's family. Why do I have this one open? Oh yeah, because I had that weird threatening sentence. You knew too much. Was it? Oh yeah, activities. Funny, I didn't add more. More verbs. Like go. It's like a addiction. I have to keep going back to Google Translate. I know in German class we didn't use Google Translate. We used Leo, which is a German-based German dictionary. Can convert from English and from a bunch of other languages, but no Norwegian option for that. So sadness. What was I typing? Swimming. Or swim. Svømme. Wait. Svømme. Ah. Just crashed down on the keyboard. Vet die, it was worth it. Okay. Yeah, that's good praise. So no. Where should I put that? This is... Oh yeah, that can go into activities. That are... That. Ah. That'd be funny if I just... It pays off, like... Okay. It's Lunarsai. Okay. It'd be funny if I left my keyboard on the Norwegian keyboard, and just kind of like remembered everything where everything was supposed to be, because some of the things change space, but I could invite my friends over and like ask them to type something, and then most of the time they'd probably be okay, but once in a while they'd be like, why isn't this one button working? That's not what I meant to type. That'd be a mean prank, kind of like, oh, I don't know, it's never done that to me before. But it was worth it. Okay, on Tuesday, it's a complicated sentence there. Looks like almost 1 o'clock. I can go for another 10 or 15 minutes. And then I'm gonna pick up my friend. We're gonna watch the second episode of Loki, which was awesome. Well, the first episode was awesome. The second one's probably also gonna be awesome. Yeah, else could die? Or no, not die, dead. Just randomly say I love you. Oh. Let's see. So, last Wednesday, my friends and I. So, friends, plural, venner. Ven, ER. So, I know my friends, venner mina, I think. Or yai. Or my. Ramina my. Watched. Sopo. Sopo. Benamina o my so. Oh no. So. Oh. That's the last, yeah, the past tense. Sopoi, sopo. On Disney Plus? Disney Plus? Plus. See, I can't. There's no plus sign. Okay. No. I still haven't. Yep, cool. I still haven't, like, added a lot of time. Disney Plus, what was it? Benanamai Oyai. Alright, because the friends of my, basically. Benana Yani. Okay. Benanamai o Mina. Or Oyai. Oyai. Okay. Okay. Oh. Das ist das. My friend gets off work at 2. At 2. And one day I was supposed to pick them up. And I was out to get gas. Like, I left at 1:30 to get gas. And then I've seen my car's like, wait a minute, I'm going crazy. They don't get off work until 3. I don't have to leave until 2:30. And it's 2:30. I'm sitting at home. And they're like, hey, are we still, like, doing something? I'm like, yeah. I'm gonna leave in a couple minutes and get you at 3. And they're like, okay. And I'm like, 3 is when you get off, right? And they're like, no, it was 2. I'm like, dang it. In my defense, most people get off at work at 3. Oh no. We might not be able to get together and watch Loki. They're falling asleep at work. That's just sad. That is very sad. How should I respond? Sadness. There we go. Mina, jeg, what, I forgot the G. Jeg saw på Loki on Disney Plus. We got together at 3. We watched at 4, so 4. I don't know. I'm also down to reschedule, but I might just watch it without you guys. Hopefully they're not seeing this. You too. Guys, if you're seeing this, I don't mean it. I won't watch it without you. I promise. Klokkefire? Okay. Klokkefire. Alright, I never looked at the word for wake up. That's one thing I want. Umbier in German. Umbier. Okay. Yeah, my German, I really gotta brush that up. It's been years. Oh no. Woke. Be woke. Våkne. Jeg våkne.
Våknet.
Våknet. Let's see. I keep pressing buttons. I don't know which ones. Nine. Bold. I just wanted bold. Okay. Jeez. Jeg vote. I know I could copy and paste that, but where would the fun in that be? Våkne? Jeg våknet om 9. Jeg våkna om 9, og oops. So I wake up at 9, but I don't actually get out of bed until like 10. Something om 10. I know bed is sengen. Just put in the sentence together word by word. No necessary order. Om segen om 10. Jeg vakna om 9 og segen om segen og let's see. Jeg våkna klokka 9. Jeg våkna klokka 9. Oh, okay, I keep forgetting klokka, I guess. Klokka. Okay, yeah. Klokka 10. Jeg våkna om klokka 9. Or I don't need the Klokka 9. And what did I press now? My computer is gonna get the best of me. See, I don't trust this necessarily. It's ut of. Well, like ut of. We say get out of bed, but it could be different. I don't know. Leave bed. I leave my bed.
Permisjon.
I don't trust that either. That doesn't look that right. Still up. Like, okay. Wow, it won't. Google. So up pro sake. Okay. So up from singing. Okay. I feel like it should be an but isn't that what I had written? Like, why did you underline it? Google. Yes. Jeg våkna klokka 10 og stå opp fra sengen klokka 10. Yeah, that's every day. I'm like, I'm gonna get up at 9, or I'm gonna get up at 8, I'm gonna have breakfast, I'm gonna exercise, I'm gonna be ready for the day. And then I spend an hour on TikTok, laying in bed. That's every day, my everyday struggle. On Tuesday, um, yeah, spin, let's see. I guess when you're writing, if you're actually writing a schedule, you don't need to be, of course, grammatically correct, but it is good exercise. It is good practice. Wait, why did I? Oh, whoa. There we go. Maybe I should add like little stickers on my keyboard to add the Norwegian characters and the German characters so I don't have to memorize everything. That would probably be the smart thing to do. So, swam in the past tense. Past tense, you add either te or et. Met? I think it's et usually, but if the word is awkward, you put te. Met? Yeah, it's good. It produces your own sounds, especially with a couple. Yep. Oh, yeah. Yep, good practice. Good exercise. Exercise that brain muscle. Do a big thing. Swim to. Okay, one M with T. Swim to mid. Then swam with friends. Ooh. Full sentence, kind of. Click. Click. Mid. Oh yeah. Swam. What? Mid. Swam with friend. I swam my friend. Oh. That's just code word for drowning people. I swam her. I think my one time in German class, we did it rarely, but it was golden when we did it. We got to look at old tests and see the sentences the other classes had wrote. And oh, those typos were so fun. Swamte mij med vänner om klockan 7. Okay, I was confused for a minute because 2. No, oh, okay. That looks a little awkward in my English brain, but I have to get used to that. Okay. Sure. Oh. Maybe describe. Swimte med vänner. I swam with my friend. I did not swim. And vänner. Well, if I want to add my friend, I could add med my vänner klockan 7. Med my vänner klockan 7. Okay. That was a lot of work. And I think this lesson was good. We did, what was it, 2 hours already? Oof. Oh, big stretch. Right, so I think I'm going to work more on my schedule later tonight. Hopefully I'm not gonna lie about that and actually do it. But yeah, it was a great lesson. We learned a lot today. You dug? Yeah, the time and activities, and then a little German video. And there's a lot more German videos. We watched a lot. I have to figure out if I should just do a German stream on my own one of these days. I don't know. I have to think about it. But yeah, thank you all for coming and talking. Talk, ha det bra, and I'll see y'all hopefully tomorrow.